Pardon?
I said they were on the air here last week with Judge Deborah Thomas on her program.
Okay, can you speak a little louder because I can't hear you.
I said they were on last week on Judge Deborah Thomas's program.
Right, and I guess this is the same.
Yeah, it's the same couple. But one thing that's important is that they themselves said they're not sure if they're going to vote yes on it.
That's where you got read this article. Look like they not saying really, but they going around to all these places where these seniors are educated. The seniors, but I guess some of these seniors, I don't know. Guess the literacy rate with the seniors is they have trouble with comprehension. Some of them too, and they not gonna understand that. I ain't saying all of them. But the thing that worried me is they got Kwame Kiata up there. I'm not in the.
And Brenda
city.
Jones.
Right. He supported. He said, "Well, I support 75% of this charter."
Well, again, that's his choice. You can't get mad at him for telling you how he really feels. You should be happy when people tell you how they really feel. Don't get mad at them. Say, "Oh, nah, I understand." See, it's the ones who don't tell you, the ones who are being mute. Those are the ones you need to watch. The ones who telling you exactly how they feel. You propagate that. You promote that, so that you can understand who you're dealing with.
Lord, but I'm telling you because I'm here in Oakland County, but I do have some interest in family in Detroit, and they took over Pontiac, and we getting everything that does with money. We have this emergency financial manager. Everything is going out to the county. It's like being the county of Pontiac or something like that. Our black police is gone. The federal programs are going out there. We lost the assessor's office a long time ago. You name something that they're messing with the fire department now, so I don't know. So that's what in this regionalism and stuff, that's going to fall on their face because that's going to overwhelm the region. I think and I don't think it's constitutional. It's every city like this is for Bloomfield, this is for Pontiac, this is for Detroit. Shouldn't it be like
actually,
that?
Each individual city is supposed to have some semblance of home rule, but because of the regionalism, is deleting the home rule, and that's done on purpose. It's diminishing all the home rule as much as possible, the way that they gave away Cobo Hall, the way that they gave away the water department, and mainly they're only doing that in the cities of this state that has a majority black population. I mean, that's just the truth of the matter.
Yes, I noticed that, and they are making it look like black men can't manage. I'm thinking they.
Well, it's not even so much that. I mean, the point is that the majority of the ones that they're going to like this are the ones that in most cases, they funded their campaigns. It was all, they basically, because somebody had a lot of dollars and were able to advertise a lot, they got in office. That didn't mean they were competent. That just meant that you saw their face a lot. That just meant that everywhere you went, they was in your subconscious whether you wanted them there or not. And the one who put them on TV to do all that is the ones who funded their campaigns. The Matty Maroons and the guy who ran for governor who owns Amway and a lot of different people on that level are the ones that are funding these people's campaigns. Some of the guys who are now judges that were once state rep, like Bill McConaughey used to run campaigns before he became a judge. He helped run Charles Pugh's campaign. So those, Burt Johnson and him worked together to get Alumba elected in Burt Johnson and McConaughey's old state rep seat. I mean, these are the things. See, we don't always follow the trails. See, this is the thing. Like, for instance, everybody harped on Burt Johnson when he was running the first time because of his prison record. But nobody brought up that he was Kwame Kilpatrick's cousin. Nobody even touched that.
I don't understand, but I know there's a lot of big money that's going to come through Detroit, and they're trying to push the blacks out and cut the blacks out of the picture.
Well, basically, we pushed ourselves out because we didn't allow Coleman Young to lead us in the right direction when he told us to buy up all the land, and he had it possible folks were able to get the vacant land next door to them for $1 before Dennis Archer came in there and messed it up and took it away. He made it possible that we could have owned everything around this joint. But the people was too busy, so happy that stress wasn't busting them in their head no more. They cabaret their life away.
I know. It's bad because I know we used to have a police, African American Society police, but there's for the Pioneer Police. So I think that was boarded up. I mean, it's like this stuff have a ripple effect. If you lose something, then something else goes with it. So in the long run, I don't know what's going to happen around here. I really don't. I'm scared.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it probably is going to get worse before it gets better. But one thing I do remember about history is usually when the foot got deeper on our neck, that's when we usually stood up and fought back. But until the foot gets, I guess some folks need their windpipe to get crushed before they can actually start realizing that they needed to breathe.
Right? These preachers are selling you out. They I guess they got that faith-based money. They not.
Oh, no doubt. That has a whole lot to do with it.
It's the worst one, and they just they getting paid off.
Yeah, well, a lot of them did. So let me take another call, sis.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Hold on.
All right. Call you on the air. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, it's you.
Brother HODO, everything that you're saying is just, it's just so real. And, I'm just so glad to hear the stuff that you are saying. Because this charter, I've been watching this little cable program, and I see these people with such a straight face trying to explain to me that the benefits of how beautiful it is. And, and when you really look at it, like you were sharing the information and your viewpoints on what it's about, it's just a shame that people could actually twist their face to give you such misleading information. And I'm just glad that it's brothers like you, because,
Well, but bro, I'm going to tell you, it ain't just that it's me, it's that there's a TV 33 for me to be on to be able to give it to you,
right.
Who's not trying to tell me, you can't say that on TV.
Right.
So props need to be given to TV 33 first.
Okay.
I do what I do, okay? But TV 33, see, I'm going to be truthful with you. I've been on the air here now 16 years, started off on radio the first 3. I never expected to be on the air over 2 months with the kind of stuff that I knew I was going to be bringing to the air with. I never expected to be over the air on these airways for over 2 months. So every Sunday that I get an opportunity to come on here and drop something, it's gravy for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just glad, and I just appreciate you. And I'm just, it's just so many things that's going wrong in this system. And like you say, a lot of us don't realize what's going on until our throats are being crushed. And that's a shame. We sitting up here looking overseas and what's going on elsewhere. And it's so bad here that don't know, everybody waiting for a leader.
But check this, bruh. The people overseas learned to do what they're doing from watching us in the 60s. From watching us in the 50s and 60s, they learned what to do from watching us. And now we don't even remember what we did.
That's right. Brother HODO, I'm just gonna stick with you, and I'm just gonna stay close to my television, HPR, and just just deal with this situation because it's bad. Like we say, Snyder and got in the office, and we haven't even seen half of the things that he's gonna try to pull out his little trick bag, what he's trying to do to the state. So, I'm just, it's bad out here. So,
well, bro, look, the only way it's gonna get better is we get together and make it better. Like, for instance, now folks hate to hear me say this kind of stuff, but the Son of Man first tried to do the Let's Make Millionaires program. It's been almost 5 years now. And you had that sister Lois who used to come on Ron March's show, come on TV, tell me, how he gonna make somebody a millionaire? He ain't no millionaire. And and she ain't either. But the point is, before you slam something, you need to investigate and see if it works.
That's right.
And I guarantee you, his track record a whole lot better than hers. And all of them foolish folks who saying, I don't want to do that. Y'all ain't doing nothing else. You giving for
what you got to lose.
Just check this. You put your money in the bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
You walk in the bank and say, yes, I'd like to open up an account here. Would that be a checking account or a savings account? Oh, well, let's start with a savings account, and I think I'll do a checking account. And they say, well, write your ID, your social security number, blah, 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 blah. And you give them all that information, and you give them your money where you get your interest because they take your money and go out to the suburbs and build big edifices and all kind of shopping malls and all kind of stuff with your money. Mm-hmm. But not one time when you walked in that door did you ask anybody behind the counter to show you any kind of credentials and to prove to you that they was worthy of taking your money through that window. Mm. But you have people that come to you every week and show you pictures of what they've done, and you watch them help TV 33 and that kind of thing. But I don't trust that nigga. Stupid as we can be. Mm. That's my spiel on it. Because the Son of Man has a program with that www.makemillionaires.net. Okay. Where if all of us who are losing everything right now would have just signed up, got enough people on it, he has the ability to show us how to make 10 millionaires a week. Mm. With 10 millionaires a week throughout the entirety of the city of Detroit, doesn't matter what the politicians are doing. That's it. But, that's just me, though. That's only because I've been watching the brother for 27 years. But
I heard that.
It's just me. All right, thank you, bro.
I thank you, and I'm gonna be more active in a whole lot of stuff that's going on. We call them out with everything. I mean, this is enough is enough. I'm 53 years old, and man, I've been here all my life, and it's not getting any better for me, So I just need help, and I thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being there.
Peace. Caller, you on the air. Go ahead. Kick it quick.
Yes, I was going to talk about the chart, but I see
yes, sir. Go ahead. I've been waiting on you to call me. I didn't know you stayed up this late to watch my show, man.
Well, I don't usually stay up. I usually go to bed pretty early, but I happen to.
I'm just messing with you, Tyrone. Go ahead and kick it, man.
Yeah, the charter, we must vote it down.
No doubt.
But in the meantime, we're going to have a lot facing us if we're not successful. And we must examine the tools. We must examine what we did yesterday that people are doing today. We must examine the method of how we've been fighting and how efficient it is. And when we do that, we must not let no one say that you're attacking someone when you examine going just to court, or you examine going to lobby and appealing to politicians, or you want to have a boycott, or you want to, whatever you want to do when it involves the whole city, it deserves to be examined, because the enemy have always worked by misguiding us and putting people before us and parade them around as though they're leaders. And they do the method of so-called fighting that we don't get no results. We must examine that, and we must let no one say that's attack to examine.
Let me ask you something, Tyrone. Have you ever read the King Alfred Plan or the Rex 84?
Yeah, back in the 60s.
Okay, now Rex 84 was just a revamp of the King Alfred plan that Ronald Reagan and Oliver North wrote with FEMA back in 1984. Now, what it said when dealing with the containers, it used to say niggas, but it said the containers in the Rex 84. It says that in the Rex 84 plan. It says that before they get ready, if the containers get ready to revolt, use those leaders that you have put in place to control them.
Right.
Now I'm just verifying what you just said. Now that
Bobby
it is documented.
Wrote that back in the 60s.
Yeah, but again, it was revamped